This is the penultimate package from Fanhome for the Enterprise D kit. This is magazine 30, part kits 115 to 118. Hi guys, Ralph here. Now this is the penultimate delivery. This is magazine number 30, parts 115 to 118. The next one, obviously 119, 120. All it has is a battery pack. It has a cover that covers the battery pack because it goes under the side of the saucer, and the decals for the saucer. So that's it. I know this is going to be a... I'm not splitting this into 4 parts like I have done. This is just... there's nothing much to this. So this will be a 1-part video. So let's... you see what I mean? Right, we'll go through this... right, that way around. 115, we'll go to the magazine in a minute. 115 has a battery pack which goes in the nacelle, some light cover, some more battery parts from the nacelle, and one of the covers that I spoke about. We'll get another one of these in 119, the next issue. So that's 115. 116 has the underside of the nacelle to finish that off. Some springs, because these spring clip into the actual pylon part, so that's easy enough to do. I have to mod that one, and I will mod that because mine's all wired up to run on the mains, and I have to fill that hole in somehow. It's not particularly good on the other one, but I'm going to try and not be as clumsy this time, but I'll do that off camera anyway. 117, it's a battery pack, and another one of the spring parts which go inside and hold this to the pylon. And then 118 just pushes over this section here and the other half of the battery pack. And what, see those? Do you see those? These are going to help us attach the saucer to the secondary hull. So before we get on with that, and this is, like I said, this is a 1-part video, magazine 130. 130. Magazine 30. This is really thick, this. But I think what they've done is, with there being less stuff to do, for the episode, there's loads of episode synopsis in here. So we have parts, where we go, part kit there, part kit there, part kit there, part kit there, we've just seen. So assemblies, 1 page. I am not doing a video with just putting a battery pack together that I am not actually using. Putting a light in there and putting that battery pack over the top of it, and then putting a spring in this side and putting a cover over it is 116, 117. Put this battery pack together, the other spring in there, and then clamp over, and we're done. Mine will have a cable coming out of here, which will then be dangling out and then attached to the actual secondary hull. Put a battery in, put the cover over, turn it on. That will be filled in, that will be filled in. The 118 is put that over there. However, we will be putting these docking latches, wedging stuff underneath it, so then we can go like this, down and forward. I'm not keen on the way, if this locks into place there, so be it. But I'm not keen on the latching part from the neck to the secondary hull. And it's a shame they've made that the battle bridge. Why? Why make a battle bridge when we're going to be removing it? So anyway, synopsis. Gambit part 1. And guess what's next? Gambit part 2. And we have Phantasms, which is a kind of a weird one, but yes. Finally, I think they enjoyed doing the weird ones anyway. Dark Page, which was a good Majel Barrett story. Attached, which is a pretty good one because they were kind of attached psychically. Force of Nature. Inheritance. Parallels actually quite parallels, because it was just like a what if sort of episode. Everything happened all at once. The Pegasus, which is pretty good, even though the Pegasus was stuck inside of an asteroid. Homeward, the War story. Sub Rosa was the one that was directed by Gates McFadden. Actually, it was directed by Jonathan Frakes. I thought, oh, she did. Oh, Nemesis, was it? Not Nemesis, she's the one with the old Genesis, yes. But she then cops off with a ghost. Lower Decks, which was a quite good one, which was obviously the main driving force for the Lower Decks cartoon series, because we have these characters. He came in later on in Voyager, because he was in a Voyager ship. She was in the one with Tom Paris. Well, not Tom Paris. It was the other character that Robert Duncan McNeill did. So, yeah, and the Nurse Ogawa, the barman was it, and then a new character who got to be a lieutenant, and we never saw anything of him again. So, right, I'm going to do, like I usually do, put those stuff in pots, pull those screws in right place, and let's start building this. Right, are you ready for this? Step A. Step B. Come on. That's ridiculous. Step B, take this mechanism, which is for the saucer, put the nut inside, turn it that way around, be good, inside there. When it fits in, it does wedge in, it should do. Come on, go in. Yes, it's gone in. It hasn't. Step B2. Take the black. Why are we doing that? To the screw. Why are we covering over this now? Is that just that one? It is that one then, it's fine. I'm putting 2 screws. AP screws. So we're ignoring them, are we? Okay. AP screws. 2 screws. Which are here. It's the captain's yacht. If you've noticed, there is no switch on the top of here because I have filled that in right there. As you can see right here. It does need a bit more paint on there, trust me. It'll get some more. Just needs to blend in a little bit better than what it is doing. But I've got to mix up for the other saucer anyway. So technically I've got to mix some paint to Penny Road, so I'll do that at the same time. But I have a lot to do with that saucer. In a cell, fool. So there you go, that's B. Ta-da! So ignore the bit there, the lighting bit, ignore the screw, and ignore the battery cover, because that's not being used yet. So let me set up for 116. This is why I wasn't going to do separate videos. That was really, really not good. So let me get rid of this. That does fit nicely. I mean, it's a shame that I'm never going to use that. That should be the same as the other side. But yeah, there's no point getting 2 of those to cover that. I could cover that up and they'd be done. Hooray! Because I'm not using that battery, but I'm putting it in. I am putting this in just to cover up and just in case somebody wants to do this in the future. Yes, let's get on with this. 116 coming up. Now 116, we have the final part of the nacelle. We're going to put the green light into there, which is fine because this is starboard now. Some people do use this and it's white because it is the problem with this. We are all fighting against each other doing different things with the models, but unfortunately they're all exactly the same, or at certain times the model that we're doing was right, but also as lots of times it is really, really wrong. So put this in place that way. That's just okay, I'm probably just fighting against that a second. And we have 2 extra screws on this. Why is that not fitting properly? That's a bit weird. Right, so that goes in there. We have a... That's better. It does actually fit in place normally. We've got 2 HM screws, which are these, but they don't look like that. They look like I've got a washer over them. But I'm going to leave that a second. You want the GM screws, which are tiny, tiny screws, which I don't think will fit on the end of here. They're far too small. These are not the same we had before. Screw in place. Again, keep telling you this. Screw in place a little bit and let it cool down, and then tighten up afterwards because you'll split the newly formed threads that are in there. Da-da-da-da-da, yes. And yes. That's in the way, no. Doesn't matter which way you do your switch, it's entirely to you. I don't care because I am doing this differently and I'm only going to be using these. I'm actually not going to wire in this up anyway to the main lot. that should fit in there, all being well. Just be a little bit bigger because the switch has got a tiny bigger hole on there. So it looks like it could do with a washer on it, but no, it's fine. That's fine, that's nipped in place. Cool and cool. That part, the green part there for the light, will actually fall off if I turn it upside down. So that's 116. Can I do any more? Yes, I can. So with the part like this, with the spring, careful, you will lose these. I haven't yet, so that's good. Put the spring with the peg like that and put it in the first part there. And make sure that the lip is on the inside of this square part and only the peg is coming out. So it's just like that. So when there's a cover over that in a second, that will just spring. So we want 2 AM screws. Putting this cover part on here. I think it's, I'm not sure if that's fully symmetrical or not. Looks like it probably is. AM screws. 1, 2, and 2. Thank you. Thank you. So fiddly these. I'll be glad when this is done on a few different parts. Some of these screws are an absolute nightmare. Not to say that a screwdriver is shocking as well. They're nice and steady. This is exactly what your instructions tell you to do. If you actually wanted to put a little drop of oil inside the spring here, you can, but that's just going to hold this in place for when it attaches to the saucer. You can take this off with these two on, but told that falls off. But with no need for that just yet. Oh no. So I think that's 116 done. Do a dab of super glue in there or something, just to hold it in place when I'm moving things around. 116 sorted. So let's set up for 117. A 117 assembly is the longest one so far. So you get your battery box, you put the other nut on here, because this is the battery box, not for this. This is for going into the saucer. So that goes over there. Again, same as principle before, this cover, you've got a gap on one side. It looks like it comes to the outside on this one. You get 2 AP screws that I've already pre-got, which hasn't saved me a second of time. In place. A because the A, P because the plastic. Simple as. So I'm guessing that screw over there goes into this and not into the other one. I do have another battery pack. I have got parts for this spare as well. I've sent a front nacelle bussard collector to Dan for DMU, Dan's Model Universe, because he's had a problem. So that's good. I've got a part for him. It is, hopefully it's arrived by now. If not, then it's still coming. So that battery pack's done and ready. Step B. Let's go back with the nacelle. We're making another spring, so same as last time. Put the peg with the nubbin at the top there, put it all inside here. Put it in place, just make sure it's all in. Put your finger over if you want to test it. Cool. That over the top again. And then you want 2 AM screws, which seamlessly I've got already there. And these aren't plastic screws at all. Cool. Now these are metal ones. Tell with the threads, because the metal ones have got closer threads to each other, and the plastic ones are more wider. So go one side. See, this comes together a lot quicker now, because when we did the first nacelle, it came over months, really months. So that's now in place. That's already down to bottom of B. Now we get C. We have the nacelle. We actually have my nacelle with the gold parts, and this is the cable that comes down out of here, so I'm avoiding that completely. So what you need to do is you just put this over here like so, and yeah, see that's why you need some glue in here. What you'd need to do, to be honest with you, is do that way around. See? And once that's in place, because that black part with the LED will go over where that part is, fine. I've got a problem maybe with these. If you're doing this normally, you would connect this to that. Okay? This cable to here. This cable is going where no man has gone before. It's going into the pylon on mine. If this doesn't fit, I need to just maybe do a little bit of jiggery pokery. That is in lovely. Okay, so now we want 3 DP screws. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm having to hold it together a little bit anyway. That part there is not coming out. Oh, have I got a... Yeah, I've got a cable on there, but it's just, I think it's just out of the way. If it doesn't screw in properly, I'm going to change this. Because I have on the other one gone in, gone out quite a few times in this and used a bigger screw, using an EM screw to get in this. That one seems pretty good. That's really going well now. Very nice. Might tie that back one up because that doesn't seem to have nipped in properly. That's good. See, that is, oh, that is coming out nicely. For me, that doesn't seem to be going in right. So, what I want to do, get rid of that. Why is that not coming out right now? I suspect a wrong size screw has gone in, so I'm going to have to just disassemble. For this section anyway, because when those 3 screws are in, and I will try to do a different screw there, you need to put your batteries in the back of here. I'm not using them because it's coming off of here. And then you put that over there. That part goes in tab first, and that over there. And then this screw goes in, screws in place, holds that in place. I need to keep that, well, actually I don't, do I? That'll come out with me. That's just the battery cover for it. The problem with me doing, oh, why has that just pushed itself out? Is that screw not good enough? Oh, there we go. I could, and I probably should have left that as it was on the other one. But yeah, that still needs to be nipped in place with that screw. Battery cover on, and then, ta-da! It works. It does work, trust me. It does. Then we're going to go to 118. I just need to do that. I'm a quick cut there. I'm going to go 118 because this is where we attach. Stage 118. 2 more to go after this. All it wants is that to go over here and push in place. Happy. That covers the screws up. Any normal person doing this, that's fine. Battery pack, fine switch. I've actually cut that and I will be filling in that hole. I might not go as balmy to try and cover up all of this. A bit of paint might do that instead of filler because it really didn't do that good a job on there last time. Once I've done that, I can put that onto the ship, to be honest. But they're not asking to do it just yet. They're asking in the last one because they're stringing this out a little bit, I know. So here's something we haven't seen for a while. And I've actually had to take it off the stand, so it's here in as it is. So what you want to do now, see, I think they're actually leaving that battery pack for the next one because I can't fit that now because on the saucer this attaches to one of the curved bits that goes underneath on top, well, where this, well, now it's round here though, isn't it? But then that attaches with that battery compartment cover and that screw. So basically it's giving you these parts and you ain't using them. So what I need to do is, right, begin by retrieving the battle section build. We have done. Take the lower legs. So we want 2 of these. Horrible things. Are these 2 way around? 1 way around? Don't know. There's a lip part on one and a flat on the other. Okay. Latching parts underneath them. That doesn't help. And how do you think we bring these up? We don't. They are magnetic, I think. Or I thought, anyway. Well, they're not. Oh, right. So, something sharp. Then push in from... It does look there like the part there goes upwards. So you need to lift this up best you can. The probably best way is to turn it upside down. And maybe not use a scalpel. Slide that underneath. from the opposite side. Fool. Fool. Oh, that's fell off. Okay, this is just to keep, I've got a scalpel in my mouth by the way. This is just to keep the latches up. You possibly might be able to do this. That doesn't go that way around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely does. See, that part gets me right there. We're removing the battle bridge. If you want to do this separate so you're displaying both, fine. I understand that. What I want to do, I want a piece of sellotape. That might actually help better. It's not going to remove the paint. It's just going to kind of, yeah. So put that in there. I don't know if these are, I've not watched anybody else do this. I know the people have finished. I assume they've done, give us 4 because we're going to lose these. That's tricky. That actually won't raise in that way around. It's got to be the other way around. It has to be the other way around. Let's try it the other way around then. So the flat end's on top and the other bit's downwards. That is awkward. Now I've lost one. Yeah, okay. That doesn't make any sense at all. Lift up and just slide under. It is with the square bit, well, the triangle bit on top of. So that way around. And push them underneath the 2 locking latches. As simple as that, is it? It's as simple as that. So I'm going for a screwdriver to push forward and hopefully underneath. Okay, 1 minute. Nightmare, absolute nightmare putting these 2 in. Good luck, really good luck. That kind of, and that is really solid. It's just to hold these up, and I have scratched right across there when I've gone straight across. You can see it there. It's just a, it's one thing after another with this kit. Look at, that's just rubbish. I've got the funny feeling with these in place, when the saucer goes in, it's just going to knock these out anyway. So I can attempt to touch up, but when the saucer goes over, I'm never going to have this off of this. Bloody nightmare. So 2 of these. Have we got any difference between these? We've just got 2 holes there. So same again, lift up and scratch this to absolute high heaven. Right. If this goes in underneath, so they're just things that hold these up. Some new sellotape, he thinks. Never, 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 never. It's just such a pain to do. I mean, I'm glad I've done it. I'm glad I'm this far. Oh no, it's going to do it again. I know it is. Oh. There and there. Yes. Oh, it doesn't seem to want to fit over there either. Yes. I'm glad I've done this, but the problem is, it is such a temperamental build. See, I always thought, with them being metal, they'd have been magnetic. Why don't I do 4? That's the weird thing about this. Oh, come on. One side in. Don't scratch me now. That's the... I'm glad I'm recording this because I can have a laugh at this later when I'm just editing the video together. I mean, really is. No, the best thing to do. Right, that is flat. That is just dropped. I've even scratched the other one here, you know. Just not good. Not good. Okay. I think I'm done. Like I said, for some reason I just think it's going to be, when the saucer's on, it's going to push it through. But I don't know why we're doing this now, because we've still got the underside of the saucer to go. And what's really sad is bye-bye. Bye-bye to the battle bridge. So I have in here 2 cables. Now these connect onto where the 2 battery boxes go in the actual ship bit, so those are out enough, I hope. So when this is going on, I need to connect these 2 in, and then these need to go inside there. Doesn't matter which one goes where, left or right battery box, these are connected into here, and then connect from here out into the power cable going out. Should we mess up some more? Now finally we're going to see the size of this. So we're looking at instructions, it all goes in and then it goes forward, hopefully. Always remove both warp nacelles before attaching. I just took that one off. I think I might actually. So with mine, pulls off, and I've got a connector somewhere in here. Well, you can see, where are we? There we is, right down the bottom there. Flapping a little bit now for some reason. Just lost the other part of that connector, but that's okay, I can get that back later because that's the other nacelle. We have 2 complete nacelles, woohoo! So it's basically put into these holes here. I have to connect these cables to that, which I can do. I've got plenty of cable, and I need to push down into there as I'm connecting. So I might as well do them now while I am doing. This is not for what you're doing, trust me. This is for my version with my own take on doing the power mod. So I'm going to put all the cables in there. I'm going to actually, before I do anything, I'm going to tape up those connectors because I don't want them coming out when everything's connected back up again. And I assume that this is going to be fine. I'm doing them individual because why not? Yeah. If they come out as I'm pushing this in and it locks into place, if it locks into place, then I've got a problem, big problem. So just taping up any tape, doesn't matter what tape you use if you're doing this yourself. So see, that is not connected in properly. That's what I don't like about this. So I'm just threading the cables in any way I can. I know there's too many, but it gives me this room to do this now, all being well. Unless I knew that the battle bridge was going, so this is my best way in. Okay. Okay, we're down to the thicker cables. Nice and steady. There's the connector on the bottom. Right. Hopefully they should just push straight in when that goes in place. What have I done wrong? Oh! Now load the battle station in place into recess. Hold the saucer in place as you push the battle station towards the saucer until the 2 lock together. Oh, you want to just carry on pushing like that? Oh. don't know whether that's gone or not. Oh. There's a gap and a half there, no gap there. A lip over on this corner here, and not there. Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, come on yourselves. For a minute. Oh my God. God, that is heavy. That's a lip over on there. I thought that would be on and done. It's on. The problem with this is it's very saucer heavy. I mean, that bit just fits inside the case. This bit should. I think I'm going to need a clear plastic dowel underneath this to support the weight of this. I might take that off. Oh, I don't want to come off. Let's see if it go back on another better way. Be careful, because these parts are plastic. I think that's as good as it's going to get, isn't it? Yeah, that's as good as that's going to get. Oh, right. Now, it is, that's fine. Because all we're going to do next is attach a battery pack in there. That's just going to be dumped inside. But it's in case anybody takes this kit on in the future. That screws into the part which is underneath here. In the next part, doesn't go there. That screws onto the parts underneath there. Then battery cover goes over there, which is in here, and then that other part of that. Oh, hold on. Yeah, goes over there. Hooray! So then it'll be done. A little bit of superimposing. I can do, yeah, look at that one. It's all finished. And then put it back over there, and oh look, it's all finished. It's a good build. I don't recommend anybody for the faint-hearted, shall we say. Now, what I'm going to do until the next one comes along is tinker with this, faff with that. I might put it back on the stand. Look what I've missed. Oh, never. I think I've pulled one off. That's all I can think I've done with that. With the Mite Lane mods. So I need to put another one of them on. Yeah. Okay. I can't see it anywhere, so it's fell off someplace. But this is, it's a big model. Very big model. And there's so many pitfalls, it's ridiculous. But all it's going to be on the next one is a cover that goes over here, and then that part of cover goes over the top of it. A decal which goes, I think, across there. And then there's two more which go along the edge there and there. Sorry, the edge there and there, because they missed them off on painting the actual model. And then the main one on the other side of the saucer. So we're probably going to do these ones first, and then jump over to that one. I'm exhausted, you know. I'm actually exhausted putting that in. But, yeah, there we go. One part. Not bad. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow me on social media. Tell me how I'm doing it wrong, and I will benefit from your wisdom. And if I'm not doing it wrong, just say thanks. Consider being a Patreon, consider being a YouTube member, consider being anything and everything, saying hello, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye for now. Oh, by the way, there is another part which comes, there's that bit as well, little cover, screw cover for no reason at all. Yeah, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.